Now, the Etisalat Prize for Literature is the first ever Pan-African prize celebrating first-time writers of published fiction books. The prize serves as a platform for the discovery of new creative talent out of the continent and invariably promotes the publishing industry in Africa. Those eligible for the prize are new writers of African citizenship whose first fiction book, over 30,000 words, was published in the last 24 months. The winner of the Etisalat Prize for Literature receives £15,000, a sponsored book tour, and a sponsored fellowship at the University of East Anglia, Norwich, United Kingdom. The three books shortlisted for the 2015 Etisalat Prize for Literature are Tram 83 by Fiston Mwanza Mujila, What Will People Say by Rihanna Rousseau, and The Story of Anna P. as told by herself by Penny Busetto. In today and in subsequent episodes, we'll be introducing and reading from the three shortlisted books. Let's start with Tram 83. Joining us to read is Chioma Okonkwo, a young creative writer and author of the novel titled 21 Days.
Tram 83 was written by Fiston Mwanza Mujila. He's a Congolese writer, and this is his debut novel, which was shortlisted for the Etisalat Literature Prize. So the book happens in this nightclub that's called Tram 83, where two friends, Lucien, a writer, and Rakim, who has ambitions to take over their hometown, come together every time to hang out. So the tram is actually known and is notorious for having drug dealers and different kinds of people, but that's where they find a place to always come together and talk about their ambitions. The first thing I noticed when I started reading the book was the translation. As a French speaker, I noticed that the way the author plays with words is very usual to the French people and the Francophone people. Makes it very, very interesting to read. But since it's been translated, the style might be somewhat difficult to understand at first, but once you get into the book, try to know the characters, their settings, and what they're up to, you get to enjoy it and appreciate the style. In the beginning was the stone, and the stone prompted ownership. And ownership a rush, and the rush brought an influx of men of diverse appearance who built railroads through the rock, forged the life of palm wine, and devised a system, a mixture of mining and trading. Northern Station, Friday, around 7 or 9 in the evening. Patience, friend, you know full well our trains have lost all sense of time. The Northern Station was going to the dogs. It was essentially an unfinished metal structure, gutted by artillery, train tracks, and locomotives that called to mind the railroad built by Stanley. Cassava fields, cut-rate hotels, greasy spoons, bordellos, Pentecostal churches, bakeries, and noise engineered by men of all generations and nationalities combined. It was the only place on earth you could hang yourself, defecate, blaspheme, fall into infatuation, and thieve without regard to prying eyes. Indeed, an air of connivance hung ever about the place. Jackals don't eat jackals. They pounce on the turkeys and partridges and devour them. According to the fickle but ever-recurring legend, the seeds of all resistance movement, all wars of liberation, sprouted at the station between two locomotives. And as if that weren't enough, the same legend claims that the building of the railroad resulted in numerous deaths, attributed to tropical diseases, technical blunders, and poor working conditions imposed by the colonial authorities. In short, all the usual cliches. Northern Station, Friday, around 7 or 9.
Harper Lee, whose debut novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, won the Pulitzer Prize in 1960 and became one of the most important books in American history, has died at the age of 89. The book, which is about racial injustice in a small Alabama town, sold over 40 million copies and became one of the most taught works of fiction ever written. Harper Lee will be greatly missed. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's show. Please join us on any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I'll also be happy to receive your tweets on @Olakunle-Kas. I am Olakunle Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life.